Hello everybody, more Jebus from Two Inferior Guys with not FTL. I decided to postpone my FTL endeavors to start the proposed Don't Starve Let's Play that Ellis posted on the current giveaway page. I actually have a pretty significant amount of playtime with this so far, so I have a pretty firm grasp on it. But I'm kind of going to go through a little bit of the character aspects. I don't have a lot of all the characters yet, but I'm kind of trying to give you guys a brief run-through for anybody who hasn't really done any follow-up on what this game actually is at this point. Alright, so this is the currently opening page. This is kind of the art style that is the entire game, which is pretty cool. As you can say, you can have multiple saves. This is the save that I'm currently playing. I've played like 8 different characters and died every single time. Not from starving, of course. You can do customization. I don't remember which patch that this was set up in, but you can set like your frequency of things that you find in the world, like, you know, the food, the seasons, the weathers, all the different monsters and stuff like that, and the resources for that matter too. And the presets, I don't think currently does anything. Maybe if I change stuff I can save it. I haven't really tried that yet. Anyway, there are multiple characters in this game. I only don't have the last 3 unlocked. It's a robot, some brainy lady, and a mime. Fun fact, he's hard mode, he does nothing. But kind of doing the rundown. This is the one you start with. This is Wilson, he's the gentleman scientist. This grows a magnificent beard, which I don't know if any of you have heard or seen, well, heard about in my other videos. I too have a magnificent beard. That's actually an ingredient for one of the recipes in the game. But then there's Willow, who's the second character you unlock. Mind you, you unlock each character with experience, which is based off of days that you're alive. She's immune to fire damage, which I haven't had any problem with so far, and the starts fire in the dark is kind of useful, and I'll explain why when we get into it. Then there's Wendy, useless. Abigail, her visitors at night, little hint, is her sister Abigail, who's dead. Useless. It's actually a monster that follows you, that quote-unquote protects you. She actually does damage to you. Useless. And then there's the strongman. He, like it says, higher health, bigger stomach, hits harder. His text is actually quite stupid, because, you know, he's depicted as the dumb, strong guy. I think, I haven't decided, I'll probably decide after I'm done running through the last 2, between the gentleman scientist and him, just for the purpose of he's easy, and then Wilson's just a staple. This robot guy, to kind of give you guys a brief outlook on him, he can eat spoiled food, which I'll get into that when we get into the game. She has a tech bonus, which I'll get into that when we get in the game. And like I said, he has no special abilities. Actually, he has penalties applied to him because he's hard mode for the game. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, so we're gonna do strongman then for this one. This reminds me of Terraria. I don't know why. I don't think it's made by the same company. I don't know, I should check that. Oh, there we go. That's Maxwell. I don't really understand him yet. He's just a bad guy. Alright, brief rundown while I'm doing stuff. You can play this game with your mouse, or supposedly your WAS. Yeah, you can play with WAS too, but I have no intention on doing that because I just click things. Pick things up. Alright. This is your day. This is your clock. The yellow is day. This is like dusk, and then that's night. Night's fun. Night's hell of a lot of fun, in the most sarcastic way possible. This is sanity. Sanity drains at night, which you'll see. It also drains at dusk, which is ridiculous in my opinion. And there is no way to stop the drain. You just have to overcome the drain later. In the live stream that they did for this game with one of the creators, or the creator, I haven't researched much on the company yet, he described that there's actually going to be challenges associated with your sanity, and whether being completely sane or insane for that matter, which I hope that doesn't happen necessarily in this playthrough, because I'm not that reckless for you guys. The tech trees are really cool in this. I mean, you need components just like I'm collecting right now. This is your inventory. You have something you can hold in your hand. You have a chest piece and a headpiece. You have different things like, you know, the twigs and flint. I have flint, I have twigs. That's why I can make an axe and a pickaxe. We're gonna make an axe, though. I'll probably just describe more of the tech tree when it's night, because there's not a whole lot I can do then. Yeah, again, this has a Minecraft kind of feel to it. You need components, you need to build things, but you can build things straight out of your inventory. Again, what you see in these groups, the things that are either black or currently in color, are the only things I can build right now. Because I don't have this guy right here, science machine, because you need gold. Gold can be found in 2 locations in this game as far as well, kind of 3 locations. Alright, we'll just say 3 locations. There's spider dens, which you'll see, like massive areas of spider dens, that is. And then graveyards happen to also have collections of gold just laying about. Otherwise, the third place is you have to get them from mining rocks, and when they explode, or you break them down, that is, you will it'll sometimes drop gold nuggets. And currently, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing you can really do with the gold nuggets is the a couple sciencey things like the gold, the science machine and the lightning rod. And I think there's 2 other things. Oh, graveyard. See, gold. Like I said. Yep, another piece of gold. I don't want to chop this tree. If you haven't noticed why I'm just skipping over trees, each tree has a different amount of wood it drops when you break it. And also, like, I think they all take the same amount of time to break down each tree, and the same amount of durability for that matter. Mind you, your tools do have durability. I'm already at 25%. And so I'm just collecting wood so I can make sure that I have a fire for tonight, because I'll explain it, but I'm not going to let it happen, but you can get killed just because it's dark out, by magical, mystical forces of whatever. Okay, so it's about to become dusk right now, as that little... See? I broke my axe. As you can see, there's that little arrow on my sanity right here. And that's, was 200, it's now 99, 98. There's a very slow drain that starts just because it's dark-ish out. Nothing more, nothing less. You can't, again, like I said, you can't stop it. You can't just light a fire, as far as I'm concerned, and have it stop, which I wonder if they're actually going to fix that mechanic, so, like, being in the light stops your sanity drain. Maybe. I don't remember that from the live stream, now that I think about it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't have that kind of patience. I was watching a video of it later, when I should have been doing other things, so I was multitasking, wasn't really paying attention. I can explain food spoiling. Alright, so if you look down at the bottom of the screen how there's these green things, that means they're edible. Hence, right mouse button to eat. That green actually indicates its level of edibility. That will slowly drop and less green will be visible. Excuse me. And it will eventually turn from green to yellow. Yellow means it's going bad, and then after yellow it turns red, which is stale, and I think at the very bottom of the list it's rotten. Anything stale just gives you less hunger and replenishes less health, and spoiled or rotten actually does damage to you. I don't think it negates. I think, like, you can eat it and it doesn't take away from your food, just doesn't provide that much, but it will kill you. I don't think it takes sanity from you. If you haven't noticed, I've been just leaving these on the ground. Those are pine cones. Okay, cool. We found these. Rocks are important. Uh, because they will... That's the only way I'm going to get A, rocks, B, minerals such as gold, or nitrate, which only has one use, and I have yet to make it. We'll get into that probably in a later video. You can dig up these graves. I know I'm all over the place with explaining stuff, but there's a lot of material in this game, surprisingly. You can dig up graves. It does drop your sanity. You will see a bigger... Like, you'll see this flash red, and you'll take a chunk out of it. And that's bad. Oh, it's about to become night. Okay, it's now becoming night. Noticing it's very dark. Build campfire. Little word of the wise for nighttime and campfires. If you build a campfire right when it turns night, your campfire will last completely through the night without adding wood to it. Because, like, I can add wood as a fuel, or cut grass, or I can... Oh, that's right. Cook your food. I think it might spoil faster when you do it this way. As you can see, my hunger's 156. It replenishes more that way. And I haven't confirmed this. It's just a theory of mine that supposedly eating the same thing over and over again replenishes less hunger. Don't quote me on that one yet. Hopefully I'll figure that one out at this point. I've just assumed it's that way, and I've done things like collect a bunch of carrots, and I then cook the carrots and the cranberries, and I alternate between the two. I think we're going to try to do 2 night cycles for this video, just so you guys can kind of get a grasp. But anyway, nighttime, the bad thing about night is, if I were to stand in the dark, you'll start hearing creepy Cthulhu-like noises, and you'll just take damage if you're in complete darkness. And there's nothing you can do about it except make a light source, whether that be a campfire, a fire pit, or torch. Mind you, yes, torches are portable, like it says. Portable light source. To the point. And it'll stave away that evil thing in the dark. I've gotten much better at keeping my sanity up, so it'll probably be a video or 2 before you start seeing the effects of sanity dropping. But yeah, and I'm gonna break this axe and not get anything from it. Awesome. And I'm out of flint. You gotta micromanage stuff you're doing, or you forget to pick up stuff. That's the other thing. When you start to think you have an abundance of something, you don't. Find another way to store it. Also, rabbit holes, useful as a food source. Because now I'm stuck without tools until I find flint. I have a sufficient amount. I don't have any grass. Oh, these. I don't remember what patch these were added in. But these are important. You activate these stones, and it forms this. This is a checkpoint. These will resurrect you when you die, as technically an extra life. The only other way that I know to resurrect when you die is through one of the sciences. Actually, I think it's a magic tab actually, but it's an effigy, and that's bad. And the problem with the effigy is that only Wilson can do it because it requires beard. I hate turkeys. I'm going to tell you guys this now. You're going to hear me shout turkeys in anger a lot when you hear that noise. And that's purely because turkeys eat your berries. And they're much faster than you. And as you can see, they just teleport out of bushes for some reason. I don't understand that quite yet. They will beat you to the bushes, and they will eat them. See, it's a rabbit. If I approach them, they run away. It keeps me from being able to attack them. Supposedly, if you hang around and you keep him away from his home, at night he will fall asleep in place. This is something I haven't confirmed yet. When Ellis, or X69 Ninjas played, supposedly that's a way that he used to catch rabbits. If you're wondering why I keep picking up flowers and not really doing anything with them, they don't do anything for your hunger. You can eat them. They do replenish a health point per petal. They also spoil relatively quickly as far as I'm concerned. But the reason I keep picking them up is every flower you pick up restores 5 sanity. There are a series of things that restore sanity in the world. That's probably the most effective way to do it, I guess. I mean, it's not the quickest way to do it, but there's a lot of flowers if you know where to look. But there's also different land types, if you guys haven't been able to tell by watching. This is a savanna type. This is usually rabbits, and then there's their beefalo. Beautiful creatures, beefalo. I didn't really understand what to do with them besides picking up their poop. Which it has uses, people. It's not some weird fetish thing. But... Oh, yes! Okay, I just made this game a lot simpler. This is a dead adventure. You tend to find these. Oh, and houndstooths? What? Alright, see, effectively what this is trying to signify is he got killed by a dog. Dogs are probably one of the worst things ever. You don't really encounter them for a few days. When you do, you better be prepared to be fighting them. Do I even know how much flint did I pick up? I wasn't paying attention. I can make another axe. Or I can make a pickaxe and go for broke and start farming the... Yeah, we're gonna go for broke and make a... Never mind. Ignore what I just said, I guess. You can get flint from rocks. That's also one of the random drops in this. I'm having a really hard time finding flint right now. You move faster on pathways. This is a pathway, you move faster on them. Keep that in mind for times when you're traveling significant distances. Oh, did you hear that sound? That would be, if you can find him, spider. Yeah, right there. I'm not really equipped to fight him yet. It's a spider den. They'll do more damage to me because I'm not wearing armor, and I don't want to deal with it. It's supposed to say I hit pretty hard. We'll kill this one. Oh, there's two of them. There's too many. They will. Most enemies in this game have swarm tactics. It's weird, but it makes things seem more realistic because you're fighting, I guess, an intelligent enemy. More graves, more rocks. I just need a flint, people. Flint. You'll find woodsy areas that are just full of spider dens. Spider dens do grow. I found this out. Like, they look itty bitty when you find them. You come back like 4 or 5 days later, and they're humongous, and there's like a gazillion spiders in them, and it's terrible and not fun for everyone. Berries. My objective is going to... You can... Alright. Fun fact. Forest fires exist. Smokey the Bear does not. Instead, it's a gigantic tree of death. If you start a forest fire, eventually you get attacked by a gigantic walking tree. One of them just becomes this mythical being. Oh. Best area ever, guys. These are pig houses. Wow, he does a lot of damage. Awesome. Okay, I better build that campfire or I'm dead, guys. Oh. Was I picking up monster meat? No, good. Okay, monster meat doesn't have its uses until later, I guess. If you eat it, you lose sanity and health. That's useless to me. The last thing you want to do is be without sanity. Oh, my inventory's full. Let's no go. Plant trees. Oh yeah, I don't think I explained this earlier. Pine cones, I think I started to and didn't. Pine cones, plant trees. That's all they do. Alright, so... we're gonna cook our berries. Also, I don't know if this hat provides armor, I just like wearing it. I think it's warm. There are seasons, and you can freeze to death. I did die that way once. If you don't have fire or warm clothing, you die. As simple as that. You can make ear muffs with rabbits, and it's weird. But the silk is going to help me later, and you guys will see that in a later video, because when this clock reaches that top of that point, we're gonna end this. Because it saves per day. And the spiders are gonna attack me again. I know I was jumping all over the place with this because I'm really just trying to explain things to you as they go. The game gets really kind of simple at the start, but let's see, pigs. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be it for this run through. I hope you guys are looking forward to me posting more of these. I know the giveaway is going on right now, which if you're watching this video and you haven't signed up for the giveaway, I don't know what's wrong with you. Get in on that. So I will talk to you guys later.